Hey everybody, it's Lauren Branson. I'm here to discuss what Coke India should do moving forward. So, one short term issue that we have faced is the backlash from NGOs and activists in India. Activists in the past have accused us of depleting groundwater as well as undermining agriculture in the region. So, while we've recovered from those allegations, and our current issue is that the CSE is accusing us of having pesticides in our products. So, another short term issue that we should focus on is how this is going to impact our marketing campaign. If communication is not executed correctly, it may undo all of our previous work, so it's best to stay relevant and communicate as much as we can and as soon as we can. So, the biggest long term issue stemming from the criticism of Coke is our image being tarnished in the process. When the company is facing social and environmental allegations such as this one, we lose credibility and consumers, as well as it negatively impacting sales and stock prices. So, Coke India has had a lot of history of ups and downs. We have overcome being restricted to the public sector, and after a 16-year absence from India, we came back as a leader in the market and gained some of India's most trusted brands. We made the decision to expand internationally, so we knew going in that our quality would appear inconsistent at times, and advertising would be tricky with language, culture, and government regulation barriers. So, looking at the big picture of this crisis, we have done nothing wrong. I truly believe that we have done nothing wrong in any of this because we have followed the food processing order of potable water being the main ingredient, as well as adhering to other environmental regulations from India. I truthfully believe that this is a flaw in India's drink testing and analyses, since it has happened to several beverage companies in India in recent years. However, I do not believe that we are well prepared for CSE's allegations. The public quickly believed the CSE, and the parliament wanted to ban us. So we can't continue to assume that these crises will fade like we've done in the past. I think that while Gupta's strategy of sending out a statement was excellent, it was most effective for our consumers since it talked about what the media is doing. It talked about how the media has portrayed us, but it didn't address the fact that the media is one of our biggest constituents. But we have other constituents who also need to hear from us. And while I think that it's beneficial that Pepsi has our back in all of this, they also believe that the lab results were skewed. But I think that while we've done a good job rallying together, I think that it's important that we build our own crisis communication so we do not need to trust one of our biggest competitors in the industry. So my recommendation for our communication strategy is that we reevaluate who is in charge of our crisis communication. We can't rely solely on directors to handle issues such as this one because we need to have managers who are specifically trained to be able to hold a strong position when Coke faces allegations such as this one. So, communication is also the most important when losing reputation. We need to gain control of the situation, gather all of the information that we can, while understanding the media's goals and being able to communicate directly with our affected constituents. With an effective strategy and repositioning our crisis communication, we'll be able to lessen the blow. So it's important to think about who our key constituents are in this situation, because truthfully, some are more important than others. Our top constituents in this case are NGOs such as the Center for Science and Environment, activists, as well as the citizens of India. So the CSE and other NGOs are very successful in gaining attention, acting quickly, and showing credibility to influence investors and customers. And because of their report, Indian consumers and the government believe that Coke's pesticides, which we know to be true is not in our products, are causing severe health issues. So they're opposed to even buying our products anymore. The report wanted the government to put water standards in place, but they also criticized us for taking advantage of the well-being and health of customers, which needs to be addressed since we are losing customers. So I don't think that we could have done anything to avoid this crisis because we took a lot of precautions upon ourselves when choosing to battle in India. We focused on water conservation, partnered with NGOs and the government to provide medical access for the poor. We've also utilized environment and groundwater surveys before selecting individual sites on where our most effective battling will occur. We've also complied with environmental requirements. We effectively completed a manufacturing process documenting over 400 quality control and assurance tests. So, regarding all of this, what should we do now? So, we need to have unique marketing strategy required. So, we need to use local language and idiomatic expressions to reach the people of India. We need to be able to use their language so that they understand exactly where we are coming from. So, Gupta's statement to our consumers addressing the media was effective, but the media is also one of our major constituents. And we need to address each constituent differently, as well as the media. So, Gupta should also get the communication out quickly so that constituents know that we care about this issue. And one effective thing that we could also do is hold meetings at town hall so that we are in a non-crisis environment and are able to address issues as people think of them, because up until this point people have trusted our product and we want to keep it that way. So I think that we need to do what we can to build up our crisis communication again so that we can dissolve this issue and overcome these allegations like we have in our recent history. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.